Hello, I'd like to welcome all of you tonight. I see we've got 5 attendees, and Kim and Svetla have already introduced themselves. I want to introduce us. My name is Marty Eddington. My business is all about longevity, and introduce Tot. And Tot is our expert on transformation and energy healing. And we're going to be doing a joint seminar tonight. So let me go to the agenda, and then I'll have Tat open with a blessing. So she's going to start a blessing, and then we're going to talk about why are we working together, personal longevity, what's it all about, the benefits to you, learning about longevity. Then I'll go into some offerings that we're going to offer you for future things we're doing. Then Tat will give her presentation on her white flip chart on energy healing. And then we're going to do a question and answer session. We expect that the whole webinar is going to be about 90 minutes. So with that, let me enlarge Tat's video so she can do the blessing and go from there. Let me share.
Do you want to wait for a few more minutes till other people come?
No, I think we should get started, and we'll see who else shows up, but we'll get started. So go ahead, Tat.
Welcome, everyone. Love you. I'm so honored. Thank you so much, Marty, for this opportunity to serve together and to inspire others on their longevity and rejuvenation, healing journey, transformation journey. I would like to offer the blessing for everyone, that we can join this hour together to open our hearts and souls, to join this hour together, and to be in the moment, perfectly attuned to our higher self and divine plan of our life and our soul journey and physical life. So I will do that with my soul song, and I suggest that everyone close their eyes and go within. Focus inside and perhaps in your heart or wherever you wish, but this blessing is to open your heart. So please focus within. Thank you. Okay. How? Of course, I will offer more blessings. Just relax. Just being in this field is a blessing for everyone. Just open your hearts and souls. I love you. I'm turning back to you, Marty.
Okay, thank you very much, Tat. I'm going to change the layout again for everyone. And I'm sharing my screen. See, we've now got 6 people online. So
wonderful, welcome everyone, love you.
Yeah, if you're having a problem hearing anything or actually speaking, you can turn on your microphone on the headphones in the upper left. You should be hearing automatically through your web interface. Yeah, that's for listening. The audio button that's for talking. The audio button on the upper left, but it should activate all the speakers too. Okay, we're going to go ahead. So tonight's agenda, I'm going to go through and do about 20 minutes here and then turn it over to Tat. And you should all be able to see the presentation. We'll have a question and answer session at the end. So the reason we're working together is because our approach, my company being Personal Longevity's approach to helping you with longevity, is about also helping you manage your vital forces. That's one of our 10 principles. I'll get into that. And Tat is a person who's an expert in aspects of Qigong, which the Chinese have taught for thousands of years for longevity, among other things. So when we talked, we thought that putting the two of our teachings together would help give students a nice flavor on longevity and energy health in their lives. So that's why we're doing this together. Okay, so my business is all about what I call the 10 principles of personal longevity. And I'm going to give you some history of how we got into this. I've had a career as an engineer working in Fortune 100 companies, mostly in information technology. But in parallel with that, I learned to meditate when I was 19, had many spiritual experiences. And so that met a lot of people on that side, and that was a very important part of my life also. So in 2009, I was looking for a topic of interest, and I found the claim by Indian yogis that they could live for hundreds of years. And I explored that claim and found to my amazement that people had lived all over the world for amazing amounts of time. And so I became very interested in how we could help people live longer and healthier. And my hypothesis was that there's some integration of spirit, mind, and body that helps people live longer and happier and more fruitful lives. So over a number of years, I explored that, met more people, did lectures, did some workshops, and came up with what you're looking at, which is the 10 principles of personal longevity, which is a set of steps to help people get into this whole philosophy and lifestyle to implement it in their lives. So what we teach here in personal longevity is a philosophy of helping people optimize their long-term health and happiness and extend their longevity. And there's also short-term benefits too. So there's two sets of benefits we're going to talk about here in the longevity portion of this. The immediate benefits people get from our classes include: what are the diets of long-lived people? What are their lifestyles? What types of activities and exercises do they do? How is mindfulness important to stabilize your body? Also getting into the vital forces, which Tat is going to cover, and what science tells us we can do to increase health and longevity. There's some immediate benefits too people get from our training programs. And I'm going to talk about different things we'll do, as well as the 6 classes we're promoting later in the presentation. But one of the big things that people get short term is it helps them break psychological barriers for more personal freedom. It helps them develop their life purpose. People change their subconscious beliefs so they can live happier and enjoy more and feel a strong connection with others. So these are short-term benefits from what we teach, as well as the long-term benefits of longevity. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a couple of different principles here to help you understand why this is important and why you should be interested. First thing I'm going to talk about is the reality of long-lived people, one of the 10 principles. Here's some pictures of people I found in my research who have lived extraordinarily long lives. For instance, Christian Jacobson, who died at 150, he was captured by pirates. He was a seaman. He reportedly had a handshake even in his great old age that could almost crush somebody's hand. A very impressive person. You can find his biography. Thomas Parr, who lived to 152 and died in the year 1635. He's well documented in a book that you can download from my website called The Old, Old, Very Old Man, talking about his life and times. These were real people. Shirley Mislimoff, who was documented in the 1970s by the National Geographic Society as having lived up to 162 at that time. And there's even videos of him on the internet, some of which I've captured, about his life. He lived to 168. He used to walk a couple miles every day, and he would even garden and climb trees to get fruit. So he was very active. A woman who's alive today on the lower left, Turana in Sumatra. This is as of a couple of years ago. I don't know if she's still here, but she was then. 157 years old. She still smoked clove cigarettes. And one of my most popular people that I like to talk about is Lai Ching-yang, who lived to 256 years old. And he's documented in the New York Times in the 1930s. He met several emperors of China. He had I think it's 18 wives and many, many children. He spent his first 100 years as an herbalist. So these are all real people who lived to these incredible ages. And I found hundreds of people with these types of records. So one of the first things we do in our training programs, whichever one it is to convince people of the reality of that people really can live long lives, and helps them open their mind to, wow, if that's possible, if they could do it, then I could do it too. I could live to many, well over 100, 150. In fact, I'll mention that in a couple of years ago, National Geographic had an article with a baby on the cover, and it said, this baby will live to be 120 years old. Because just based on what we're learning in medical science, we expect that people as they're born today are going to live much longer than 100 years old. Okay, the next thing I want to cover, kind of a gold nugget for you. I want to ask the audience a question. I see now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on board. That's great. So I'd like to ask the question and ask you to answer either on your microphone or typing in chat on the right. What do you think is the biggest reason people live very long lives? Can you guess? Does anybody have an answer? Having a purpose. I see somebody type that. That's very good. Yes, purpose is extremely important. That's why it's one of our 10 principles. Karma, okay. Could be their karma to live a long time. I'm sorry, what did you say, Tat?
Service
could be, yeah, and I see diet also. Those are all good, but not quite what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Those are all good. Service equals, they keep things simple, follow nature's way with all aspects of life. I'm looking at what people are typing. That's cool. Okay. Well, the biggest thing that I've learned from all my research, and I won't negate the other things people are saying. Diet is certainly important. Exercise is important. Nutrition is important. But there's one thing that most people don't know, and that is that it has to do with our mindfulness and spiritual connection. No matter what religious practice we follow, whether we're meditating or praying deeply or communing with nature, our spiritual connection seems to have the most important effect on our bodies in terms of helping them be healthy. Now, what that has been related in studies by what we call the autonomic nervous system. So this is one of the things we teach in our programs. What is the autonomic nervous system? Well, it is the hind part of the brain that, as you can see in the diagram on the right, controls the different organs and different aspects of our nervous system, glands, to help stabilize them and keep them healthy. So these studies that have been done show that having mindfulness in your life, helping you relax, not just consciously, but unconsciously, relaxes your autonomic nervous system to help you remain very calm and help your body remain very calm, and therefore your systems are relaxed and you live much longer. So this is one of the things I wanted to convey to everybody tonight. It's an important aspect of what we teach. Yes, I see somebody typed, this keeps him in balance with the body, mind, soul aspects, which includes ANS, that stays free of aspects of stress. Thank you, whoever wrote that. Okay, another thing I want to mention on another one of our principles, and these are things we go through in our training programs. We'll talk about physical body health. We've actually got a couple of training courses on that. But the one thing I want to focus on is a study I did in a book I wrote on the diets and lifestyles of long-lived people. And I studied 4 communities around the world. Abkhazia near the Black Sea, the Hunzas in northern Pakistan, Okinawa, Japan, most of you have probably heard about their longevity, and a little town in the mountains of the Andes in Ecuador called Vilcabamba. these 4 communities, and there's more communities spread around the world, but these 4 are very large communities that have the highest proportion of centenarians in the world. So you ask why? And we go into a lot of that in the book and in our training program, but it has to do with 2 things. It has to do with their lifestyle, that all these people have traditionally very active lifestyles. 3 of them live in mountainous regions, and in Okinawa they have active lifestyles too. Also, elders are very respected there, and also their diet. Blue zones, yes, I see somebody wrote about blue zones. There's some other communities mentioned in blue zones that have some of the same things true about them. I'm not denying what blue zone says. I think that just adds to what we're saying. So anyway, the diet that these people eat, you might be interested to find out, they're not strictly vegetarians, but it turns out that their traditional diets are only 1 to 3% meat and fish. In other words, meat and fish are more of a luxury for them, and so they don't eat it all the time. Most of what they eat are vegetables, and also certain grains like nuts and fruits. That's mostly what these people exist on. So I would maintain that if we could go back to a diet like these people have in their traditional cultures, plus the lifestyle they live, those things would help enhance our lives and our happiness and our longevity. So that's one of the areas we cover also in our program. So I've talked about several aspects of what our program is all about: the long-lived people, the importance of mindfulness, and the diets and lifestyles. There's lots of other things we get into. Now, at this point, I want to mention a little bit about our 6-class series. So we've got 6 classes we're starting online, and that's March 28th, and they'll be at the same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And people can also download different materials of the classes, or they can sign up for portions of these classes, like classes 1 to 2, 3 to 4, and 5 to 6. There's something you'll get when you sign up, and that is you'll get the basic longevity training on my membership site, which by itself is $97, but people will also get that when they sign up for these classes. In fact, I'm showing it on this slide. This is a bonus for people when they sign up for these classes. By the way, after this webinar, I'll be sending out an email which reiterates all of these offers to everyone. So since you're signed up for this, you'll get this email too. And the longevity membership site, if people want to sign up for that, it's $100 a month. Special discount price for seminars attendees, an 80% discount on that, so it's only $20 a month. And the last thing I want to talk about before Kat starts what she's doing is longevity coaching. This is one of the big things we market to people, whether they want to learn about it for their own use or use it with their clients if they're in the wellness field. It integrates well with many different types of wellness skills that people have, whether it's energy healing or massage therapy or acupuncture or even chiropractic. So let me say just a couple words about that. So the reasons people become a longevity coach is to help themselves, their family and friends, to add a new skill set, which is our 10 principles philosophy to what they're doing. We provide an ebook on marketing and branding, as well as coaching materials. We also do joint marketing of workshops for longevity. This is kind of a version of that, an online workshop. And here's some testimonials from people. There's a lot more on the website, and that'll be in the email that I send you to find out more. And finally, we have the online training system for coaching, which is all about the large amount of content. It's multimedia, reading assignments, tests, and the certification process. And with that, and I kept my time pretty good to 20 minutes, I'm going to turn it over to Tat. Let me change the screen here so we can maximize her video, and then she can get started. Okay, and I'm going to share this. Okay, Tat, do you see your video taking up most of the screen now?
Super, I see everything wonderful. Thank you so much. That was a great presentation. I mean, we learned so much already about longevity.
Thank you.
My name is Tat Jane Bego, and I've been studying for the last 6 years with a great Tao master that taught me many techniques for longevity and rejuvenation and transformation that I would love, that I'm very honored to share. He at this time would like to be anonymous. He would like me to shine. But by the end of this course, I'm sure he will change his mind. So, in these teachings are based on all Eastern, mostly traditional Chinese medicine, Buddhism and Taoism, also other like Confucianism. It's all the best part of it is shared. So I just, do you have half of me or what's going on here? I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So in traditional Chinese medicine, 5,000 years old secret during the time of Yellow Emperor, longevity and longevity was tightly connected to the Shulen. Shulen means a spiritual and energy practice, basically the wisdom that one does during the physical life to extend, actually to accelerate the soul and energy, that way to accelerate the whole life and the soul journey. So this energy and spiritual practice and wisdom was based on the process of transformation of Qi, which is matter, to Qi, which is energy, to Shen, that is a message. So everything consists of Jin, which is matter, Qi, and Shen. So that way, when we, the first layer of energy is the least refined. It's the first level. It's Jin, which is matter. In order to raise our frequency and vibration of our body, we need to move energy that is created by kidneys, which is the matter energy, to the energy which is transformed in our spine, and then we nourish the brains, and their energy is transforming into the message. In the Taoism, so this most significant teaching in Taoism is that of Jin, which is matter, Qi is energy, Shen is a message, Shu is a nothingness or emptiness, and Tao is our original soul that we, when we were conceived, we received as our message, Tao within us. It means the creator. Tao is the creator. So this process of transformation of matter to energy to the soul is the process of Shulen journey, which is a purification journey. The main benefits of Shulen is a daily practice, and it's to make our frequency thinner and thinner. When the frequency becomes thinner, we become more powerful. Our strength, we have more strength, and also our consciousness is changing, and it's becoming, our message is becoming more refined and more pure. So this process was the main teaching for in the ancient time for longevity and rejuvenation, also transformation, because as we see here, matter, which is the lowest frequency, is the first. Kidneys produce matter. Matter goes through the 3 invisible holes in front of the tailbones, which is the Wei-Wu acupuncture point, and go up the spine and transforms into energy, which is qi. Then when it comes to the head, it is transforming into the message as we know it. And then message is coming down to the heart, physical heart. Then it's transformed, the next step is transforming into in this point, which is between the heart, physical heart, and the 4th chakra, or 4th soul house. There is a lingam. It's a soul temple. Everyone has a soul temple in between the message center and the heart chakra. There is a space called lingam. It's a soul temple. When we are conceived, we receive the message from the Creator. What is our task in this lifetime? Our heaven's task that we need to accomplish. So this place is very, very important to be pure, because everything is in the heart and from the heart. When we are able to see from the heart, think from the heart, or talk through the heart, when we purify our heart, chakra, physical heart, and our lingam, which is the major place where our message is for this life, we can connect to our higher self. That's basically Tao message within us. So I was planning to do a practice, literally, to lead you through this practice that even if you don't attend this is a major, very potent practice, ancient practice for transformation and raising the frequency and vibration of your cells, organs, systems, DNA, RNA, spaces between the cells. The whole body is transforming. You will be amazed this practice takes only 12 minutes when I do it. Your frequency, the first time you do it, will change dramatically. You will see the difference. And not only frequency and energy, but the clarity of the mind. If you have a problem like that, your mind is very active and busy, and that you can't really at the time, of course, we all go through that. This practice is amazing. It totally changes your outlook to the world. I mean, it's purifying tremendously. So practically, this is a matter, energy, soul transformation from the ancient Taoist wisdom. That's a major teaching in Taoism. How to transform your matter, which is very, very low frequency. If people that they don't do spiritual practice, they might stay at the level of matter, which is very, very low frequency. Only through spiritual practice you can reach the high frequency of your soul, heart, mind, and body. And not only that, you will be in the great harmony with within yourself, with all your loved ones, with your family, with your community, with your country. I mean, actually, when you do this practice, you are helping all souls. Because there is another very, very important wisdom. When you practice, you can invite the soul, not the literal physical souls of all people, to practice with you, as to do the practice, show them practice with you, which would raise their frequency and vibration as appropriate, of course. So you're serving many, many souls when you do this practice, and benefits for you is amazing. That's why I was thinking, so physical life is basically, physical life is very important. In my spiritual father teaching, there is two lives we have. There is a physical life and there is a spiritual life. Spiritual life is eternal, as we know. Our soul is eternal. Physical life is very important because it is our opportunity to heal, transform, rejuvenate, serve, and uplift our souls and our frequency and our vibration. Uplift our souls, heart, mind, and bodies. So, physical life and the spiritual life, they are yin and yang. Spiritual life is yin, physical life is yang. In my spiritual father teaching, to have a balanced life, long life, healthy life, to heal all sickness, is to balance yin and yang. Everything, it's a universal law. Everything consists of yin and yang. Everything. That's why it's a universal law. If you just look at our body, upper body is yang, down from the navel down is yin. Inside is yin, outside is yang. Night is yin, day is yang. Moon is yin, sun is yang. So yin and yang is the universal law. So you in order to reach longevity, you have to balance yin and yang in your body. That's must. So there are a few points in human body for spiritual Shulen journey. It's called journey because you can never make your frequency high enough. This is an ongoing process. People were practicing Shulen for hundreds of years. There are many masters in China that lived 800 years but they were doing Shulen practice daily. That's a journey. It's called Shulen journey. It's a spiritual practice, energy practice, purification practice, where you purify your soul, heart, mind, and body, your system, organs, cells, cell units, DNA, RNA. Everything is transforming when you do Shulen. Your consciousness becomes source consciousness. Because you see, when you come to the end level of transformation of matter, this is the first level. Matter to energy here, transform. This produce, kidneys produce matter. Matter transforms in the spinal cord to chi, which is energy. From the spinal cord to the head, energy is transformed into the message. As we know, we have many messages, but we don't want any messages. We want emptiness, that we can really know what we need to do. Then emptiness in the heart, which is Shu. Emptiness in the heart is transformed into the soul, your original soul, Tao, the creator, within you, your message for this lifetime. And when you do this practice daily, your energy, matter, and your soul will be transformed tremendously. So, is there any questions? I would like to lead you through this practice. So basically, I would like something to stay with you that you can do for the rest of your life to increase your frequency and vibration, to make it finer and finer, and that way to rejuvenate your body, soul, heart, mind, and body. So if everyone is for, may I lead you through this practice? I don't hear anyone, but is there any chat?
This is Marty. I've put the chat up on the right side of the screen and shared it. So if anybody wants to type in questions.
Okay, so is there any questions about this practice, or would you like me to lead you through the practice? You can take a snapshot of this.
Yeah, we'll be sending everybody the video after this. Why don't
but you can take a snapshot just that you have it in your mind.
Tat, so why don't you lead us through the practice? We'll just lead us through the practice.
Yes. So you have, even if you can't attend our workshop, where we will have many of practices for rejuvenation and the transformation, you should have one practice that takes only 12 minutes a day that can raise your frequency and vibration, clear your mind, and rejuvenate your soul, heart, mind, and body for the rest of your life. That's what I would like to. So I will not do the practice, but what we need to do, so there is 4 power techniques. Where you put your hands and body position is where for healing and rejuvenation. Just sit up straight or stand if you wish. It's the same. You can sit down straight. That's the body position. You can put your heels touching so that you have that socket, that you have a connection with Mother Earth, that you can feel the energy from Mother Earth coming up your spine, perhaps. And that's the body power. Mind power is a creative visualization. What you will be visualizing is when we put our hands on the kidneys, we will visualize golden light. Gently focus on the kidneys and visualize golden light in your kidneys. Hands are on, 2 hands on the kidneys. That's a body power. And I will do the sound power. I will lead you. You just relax. You will get the, as Marty said, you will get the little note how to do this practice. But for now, just relax. I'm going to lead, and you just follow. Just one thing to know. You visualize golden light in the kidneys. When the matter from kidneys come through the 3 invisible holes in front of the tailbone, it goes up the spine in a rainbow light. You can imagine rainbow light, and I will say that this is a transformation from Jin to Chi. Then, when it comes to the head, you will imagine purple light, and we will stay there for a little while. I will lead you. Just talking about visualization now. And then, when the message is transforming into the emptiness, please visualize crystalline light going down to your physical heart. Then, from the physical heart to the space between your heart and the 4th chakra, there is a lingam. Imagine golden light there. Also, you can imagine crystalline light. When we transform our emptiness to the soul, our original soul, and Tao within us, which is creator message within us. Okay, now we have all the visualization, I hope. Great. So sit up straight. Put your back away from the chair so that the energy can circulate and light. Of course, keep the back straight as you can. Head parallel with the heaven and the universe. And your hands for the first level, kidneys, production of matter, is on your kidneys. Let us start now. Take a few deep breaths into your tailbone. Cleansing breath. Make a sound. Let it all go for now. All the things that you have to do later and before that you've done it. Please let it go for now. Let us be in this precious moment, eternal moment now. Thank you. Take a deep breath, and I will say first breath, I'm saying produce matter. Then you hold the breath for 4 times, And then I will say 4 times, produce matter or Jin. Let's call it Jin because these sounds, Chinese sounds, you will get used to it very quickly. These sounds have much more, it's much more frequency and a vibration of this, because this is basically Chinese wisdom. So let's just keep for one more time. Jin is the matter. Qi is the energy. Shen is the message here. Shu is emptiness. Tao is the Tao soul within us. Okay, let us start. So take a deep breath and gently focus on your kidneys. And I will say for you, but later when you do yourself, you say yourself. Produce, deep inhale, produce matter. Produce matter, produce matter, produce matter, produce matter. And now exhale. Produce matter. We do this for 7 times. So now you have, when you know each level of this practice is for 7 times. So practically 6 seconds. 1 is inhale, 4 times hold the breath and saying silently within yourself. Produce kidney, produce matter, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin. Exhale, produce Jin. Repeat for 5 more times. Inhale, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin. Don't breathe now. Produce Jin. Exhale, produce Jin. Inhale, produce Jin. Hold your breath, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin. Exhale, produce Jin. One more time, inhale. Don't forget to visualize golden light in your kidneys. Produce Jin. Hold the breath, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin. Inhale, produce Jin. Hold the breath, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin. Exhale, produce Jin. It's already 4 times. 3 more. Inhale, produce Jin. Hold, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin, produce Jin. Exhale, produce Jin. Inhale, produce Jin. Hold 4 times. Exhale. 1 more time. Produce Jin. Hold. Silently inside say produce Jin for 4 times. Exhale, produce Jin. Now we are moving, our focus is going through the 3 invisible holes. Golden light is transforming into the rainbow light. Energy is going up the spine, and we are saying, transform Jin to Qi. Inhale, 4 times silently within. Transform Jin to Qi. Transform Jin to Qi. Transform Jin to Qi. Exhale. Transform Jin to Qi. Repeat this for 6 more times. Transform Jing to Qi. Hold, transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Exhale, transform Jing to Qi. But don't forget to visualize energy going up your spine in the rainbow light. Another inhale, produce Jing to Qi. Produce Jing to Qi, produce Jing to Qi, produce Jing to Qi. Exhale, produce Jing to Qi. 4th time, produce Jing to Qi. Hold the breath, produce Jing to Qi. Produce Jing to Qi, produce Jing to Qi. Exhale, produce Jing to Qi. Or transform. Inhale, transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Exhale, transform Jing to Qi. One more time. Transform Jing to Qi. Hold. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Exhale. Transform Jing to Qi. One more time. Last time. The 7th time. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Transform Jing to Qi. Exhale. Transform Jing to Qi. Now we are moving. Light is moving to the head and it's turning into the purple light. And we are saying, transform Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Exhale. Transform Qi to Shen. Don't forget to visualize purple light in this area, in your head. Inhale, transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform, hold your breath for these 4 counts. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Exhale, transform Qi to Shen. Again, inhale, hold the breath. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Exhale, transform Qi to Shen. One more time. It has to be 7 times, please. Inhale, transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Hold the breath. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Exhale, transform Qi to Shen. I think one more time. Deep inhale, transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Hold, transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. Transform Qi to Shen. And exhale, transform Qi to Shen. Now we are moving from our head down to our physical heart, and we are imagining crystalline light. And I'm saying for you, but you will say when you do it yourself. Deep inhale, transform Shen to Shu, which is emptiness. Transform message to emptiness. Transform message to emptiness. Transform message to emptiness. Transform message to emptiness. Exhale. Transform message to emptiness. One more time. Inhale. Transform message to emptiness. Hold. Transform message to emptiness. Transform message to emptiness. Transform message to emptiness. transform message to emptiness. Exhale, transform message to emptiness. One more deep breath. Hold, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness. Exhale, transform message to emptiness. Another deep breath. Transform message to emptiness. Hold, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness. Another deep breath. Hold, transform message to emptiness. Silently, when you're doing yourself. First one is allow. So everything is silently when you're doing. Transform message to emptiness, transform. Exhale, transform message to emptiness. 2 more times. Deep inhale, transform message to emptiness, 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 transform message to emptiness. Don't forget to visualize crystalline light going from your head to your heart. Deep inhale, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness. Hold the breath, transform message to emptiness, transform message to emptiness. Deep exhale, transform message to emptiness. We are at the last level now. We are going from the physical heart to the middle, in between your heart chakra and your physical heart. There's a lingam. Imagine crystalline light there. This is our last step. We are transforming emptiness to Tao, which is our soul. Our soul, Tao message. Deep inhale. Transform Shu to Tao. Hold, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Exhale, transform Shu to Tao. Deep inhale, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Transform, exhale, Shu to Tao. Deep inhale, hold, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Exhale, transform Shu to Tao. Deep inhale, hold, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Exhale. One more time, deep inhale, transform Shu to Tao, hold, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Exhale, transform Shu to Tao. Deep inhale, transform Shu to Tao. Hold, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Exhale, transform Shu to Tao. 2 more times. Transform Shu to Tao. Inhale, hold, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Exhale, transform Shu to Tao. One more time. Inhale, hold, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao, transform Shu to Tao. Exhale, transform Shu to Tao. How? Thank you for all the souls who came to bless us. Please stay. We are still here. We are still having a session. So it took a little longer, basically, because I was trying to direct. But when you do it yourself, it doesn't take more than 12 minutes because all this sound power, you're not talking aloud, you're talking within yourself. So it will be much faster and much more effective, I'm sure. So please, how I love this practice. This practice is absolutely awesome. This practice is the best practice I ever knew for longevity, actually transformation of your matter, which is very low frequency, to the high frequency of the Tao. I mean, it's amazing practice. I just wish you do a good job practicing this practice. Because
Thank you, Tat. That's a really good practice. It was really intense. I think everybody got a lot out of it. I'm going to...
I hope so, but when you either send a note how, that you can do that smoothly yourself. Mm-hmm. The most important, it doesn't take more than 12 to 14 minutes.
Okay, so when you do that's a good place to stop. Great. Let's ask for people's feedback and questions and answers. That's really great. I can't hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, I just forgot one thing. You will have to put I forgot about the body power for the second and the third and the fourth and level. You have to put your one hand on the midman point and the other hand on I will email. It's okay.
Okay.
Because, awesome. Anyway.
All right. So, that's pretty much the
Did you have any, why don't you guys share? Is there any feedback for this practice?
Yeah, if any questions you want to give us either through your microphones or typed into the text area on the right, we'll be happy to answer any questions. Somebody says they feel lighter. No, they can't wait to memorize it and they feel lighter. That's great. Does this work well with deep meditation? Would you answer that, Tat?
I'm sorry?
The question was, does this work well with deep meditation?
Of course, but this is going to take you to the totally different level of anything you do. You just do this before you do any meditation, but your frequency will tremendously be raised. I mean, there is no such a practice that I know of. Even all other practices like tracing, this, that. This practice, it for me, the most raises my frequency and clearing up my mind.
Okay, great.
After that, you're totally in the emptiness with your higher self.
Okay,
so I highly recommend practice, and I'm going to email to everyone.
We have another comment. I love the practice. I got so much heat. I entered oneness. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much. I'm so happy because this is such a potent practice for longevity that everyone should know about it, basically. This is an ancient Taoist practice. People lived 800 years doing this practice. No joke. I mean, they've done many other practices, but one of the practices is transformation of matter to emptiness and to the Tao. This is amazing.
Okay,
Thank you.
Let me mention about the classes.
You're just a genius.
So we've got these 6 classes coming up next week. The descriptions of them are on the main webpage. I'll send you the link again by email. So when you get the email from me, it'll include the video of this webinar so you can review it. It'll include links to the main page in case you want to sign up for the classes. You can sign up for the whole class of 6 classes or 1/3 of it. And it'll be each of us teaching. So the way it's going to be done, each class will be about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And I'll be doing my part on the 10 principles, and Tat will be doing her part on the energy practices. Got another
Yeah,
comment
I
here.
do many practices. You will be amazed. I mean, it's really every practice is just to raise your frequency and vibration. To actually, this is I gave the essence today because I know that many of our beloved ones maybe won't join us for the rest of our course. So I wanted really to leave you with something you can do for the rest of your life and to be just very, very, very content, happy, and beyond words. Okay?
I'll mention a couple more.
I didn't even do the practice. I feel so energized.
Okay.
I was guiding kind of you, but I got so much energy and my frequency is now off the roof. I'm telling you.
Two more comments.
Anyway, any other questions? Hold on a second.
And here's one comment. It's from ego to our true self, source, oneness in 12 minutes. What a profound practice. Wow, we are so blessed. Another one was a powerful practice, a transformation of energy to the stillness, to the emptiness is a process of longevity.
Beautiful.
It'd be great to receive a copy of the process for better understanding. So unless there's any other comments, I think that's a good place to stop. I thank you very much, Tat, for your efforts tonight and everybody for attending.
Anyway, I wanted to offer everyone a blessing. Hold on.
That's it.
People need a blessing.
Give us a closing blessing. Go ahead.
Okay, anyway, how many people do we have tonight? Anyway, they will watch the recording. That's also great.
Right, we'll send the recording to everyone.
How many people do we have now?
Well, we had 9 originally. Now we've got about 6.
Okay, great. So super. Okay, so what I was going to do, I'm going to offer you guys a blessing for your opening your heart and soul to your spiritual journey. Okay, and I'm going to use my calligraphy and I will trace for 10 minutes. I won't keep you more. Okay, 10 minutes. We will do the practice with the calligraphy, tracing. Okay. Dear beloved soul of calligraphy, please bless everyone is appropriate. Thank you.
You are now muted. Silent blessing.
Still blessing goes on. I just want a little longer because I also need to calm down. You're receiving an amazing blessing now, you guys. This is a powerful Tao field calligraphy. Purifies your soul, heart, mind, and body tremendously. There is so much light, and it's blinding. When you are reading Tao field, you are actually rejuvenating. And now you are getting the rejuvenation of your soul, heart, mind, and body, and all your cells, cell units, DNA, RNA, spaces between the cells, tiniest matter inside the cells are rejuvenating. This is another Julian practice, but you have to have a calligraphy for this one. The only thing, this other practice is as potent. Don't forget to do it once at least a day. I do it sometimes 2 times. It's really amazing. Your frequency will go off the roof. How? Thank you for all the souls who came. We love, honor, and appreciate you. Thank you so much for your unconditional service to all souls. Okay, love you. Okay, love you, everyone.
Okay, that's a good place
Thank
to
you,
stop.
thank you. I hope to see some of you.
That's a good place to
Anyway.
stop. Thank you, Tat. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
I'm so honored to serve, and I look forward to see some of you. How?